The permanent income hypothesis, PIH, is a significant economic theory developed by Nobel laureate Milton Friedman in 1957 to explain consumer spending and saving behavior. It suggests that individuals make consumption decisions not based on their current income, but on their permanent income, which is their expected long-term average income. Core idea and components. The central idea of the PIH is that people attempt to smooth their consumption over time. They don't want their consumption to fluctuate wildly with every temporary change in their income. To achieve this, Friedman distinguished between two components of income. Permanent income, Y_P. This is the stable long-term average income that an individual expects to receive over a significant period, e.g., several years or even a lifetime. It reflects their human capital, property income, and assets, and is the primary determinant of their consumption plans. Changes in permanent income are anticipated and lead to changes in consumption. Transitory income, Y_T. This represents temporary, unexpected deviations from permanent income. Examples include a one-time bonus, an unexpected illness leading to a temporary loss of income, a good harvest for a farmer, or a sudden inheritance. Transitory income is largely saved or dissaved rather than being spent on consumption. Thus, an individual's measured income, Y_M, at any given time is the sum of their permanent income and transitory income. Y_M equals Y_P plus Y_T. Similarly, consumption is also divided into permanent and transitory components. C_M equals C_P plus C_T. Where C_M is measured consumption, C_P is permanent consumption, driven by permanent income, and C_T is transitory consumption. Friedman argued that permanent consumption is a stable proportion of permanent income, C_P equals K. Y_P, where K is the marginal propensity to consume out of permanent income and is relatively constant. He further assumed that transitory income and transitory consumption are uncorrelated with their permanent counterparts, and also uncorrelated with each other. This implies that transitory income is primarily saved, and transitory consumption is largely financed by dissaving or borrowing. Implications for consumption and saving. Consumption smoothing. The PIH implies that individuals strive to maintain a relatively stable level of consumption despite fluctuations in their current income. They do this by saving during periods of positive transitory income, income above permanent income, and dissaving or borrowing during periods of negative transitory income, income below permanent income. Insensitivity to temporary income shocks. According to the PIH, temporary tax cuts or one-time government transfers are likely to be largely saved rather than spent, as they represent transitory income. For such policies to be effective in stimulating consumption, they need to convince individuals that their permanent income has increased. Differences in average propensity to consume, APC. The PIH can explain why cross-sectional data often show that lower-income households tend to have a higher APC than higher-income households. This is because lower-income households may be experiencing negative transitory income, leading them to dissave or borrow to maintain their permanent consumption level. Conversely, higher-income households might be experiencing positive transitory income, leading them to save. Long-run versus short-run consumption function. Like the life cycle hypothesis, the PIH helps reconcile the observed differences between short-run and long-run consumption functions. In the short run, if income temporarily rises due to transitory income, consumption will not rise proportionally, leading to a lower short-run marginal propensity to consume, MPC. However, in the long run, as income changes reflect changes in permanent income, consumption will move proportionally, resulting in a higher long-run MPC of equal to K. Random walk of consumption, a strong implication derived from the PIH, especially when combined with rational expectations, is that consumption should follow a random walk. This means that changes in consumption should be unpredictable, as individuals have already incorporated all available information about their future income into their current consumption decisions. Only new, unexpected information about future income would cause a change in consumption. PIH versus life cycle hypothesis, LCH. While both the PIH and LCH emphasize consumption smoothing and are considered cornerstones of modern consumption theory, they have slightly different focuses. LCH's focus emphasizes the systematic variation of income over an individual's lifetime, low in youth, high in middle age, low in retirement, and how individuals plan saving and dissaving across these stages to maintain a smooth consumption path. PIH's focus distinguishes between permanent and transitory components of income at any given point in time, explaining how individuals react to temporary versus persistent changes in their income. It's more about how unexpected income changes are handled. In essence, the LCH looks at the planned consumption path over a lifetime, while the PIH focuses on how current consumption reacts to various types of income shocks. They are largely complementary theories, both contributing to our understanding of why individuals smooth their consumption over time.